What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the show. I'm Spencer.
And I'm Christy. A couple months ago, we had the opportunity to cook with CJ, and we made some yummy appetizer Super Bowl snacks that were like meats with dippers, and we made a chimichurri sauce.
Which we had never made before, and it turned out so good, and we've kind of been thinking about it ever since.
Yeah, and so when we were planning our 10-day boondocking stay meal plan, Kate suggested we make steak. We were like, of course, let's do it. We love steak, and it gives us an opportunity to try the chimichurri sauce on our own.
Yep, so today we are cooking flank steak with chimichurri sauce.
So let's go fire up the Blackstone.
Thanks for joining us here on Destination Delicious. We are still in Montana, hanging out on this absolutely beautiful lake. It's gonna be tough to leave this one.
It is. This is like one of our top 3 boondocking spots. It's so
sure.
nice because it has the mountains, the water. It's been awesome having this as our front yard, our backyard, and cooking great meals out here.
That's why we do what we do.
Absolutely. Which brings us to today's meal. The first thing we want to do is prep our flank steak. That's not going to take too long on the Blackstone.
So we got a 1.5 pound flank steak, and I've let it come up to roughly room temperature before we cook it. And I'm gonna get some paper towels and just pat the whole thing dry. This is just gonna get all the moisture off the surface and allow it to get a really good sear. Thanks, Nate, for that tip. And then for seasoning, we're gonna give it a generous sprinkling of kosher salt and fresh cracked black pepper. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. That's gonna give us a nice crust. All right, now that the meat's all seasoned up, I've got the griddle set to high heat, so we're gonna get a really good sear on it. Put a little oil down first.
While our flank steak is cooking, I'm going to work on the chimichurri sauce. And to get us started, we are going to use a cup of our red wine vinegar, 2 teaspoons of our kosher salt, and 1 rough cut jalapeno. We're leaving the seeds and veins in. Just add some extra heat or flavor. We're going to rough cut 2 shallots.
We hadn't actually cooked with shallots before we cooked with CJ and Nate, and now we're trying to figure out how to use them in more recipes because they offer a really good flavor.
1 full head of garlic. Spencer has a little bit more patience right now and experience with garlic, so yeah, I'm tagging a friend to do the smashing of the garlic and getting that together.
Finger's gonna smell like garlic for the next week.
Now's the right one, right? No vampires will come in.
Yeah.
You know, Spencer went to the grocery store and did the prep shopping because he picked the garlic heads, garlic cloves.
Yeah.
I would have just gotten the bag with them pre-peeled.
I like fresh ingredients.
I like fresh ingredients too. I just don't have all the patience. Okay.
Which is why we have bagged oregano.
Speaking of oregano, next up we have 4 tablespoons of oregano. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we've got some flat leaf parsley. We're gonna cut off our stems and then just do a few rough cuts and drop it into our mixture. And then I have some cilantro over here. We are going to do the same thing, cut the stems, a few rough cuts, and add that to our chimichurri sauce mixture. Our last ingredient is we are going to top off with 1.5 cups of olive oil. Also, for the record, I think we're making this in a bowl that is way too small. Spencer will be doing the blending, and I will be standing far away.
Before blending our chimichurri, I'm going to flip the steak. It's been going for about 4 or 5 minutes now. Should be perfectly seared.
All right, my friends. Here we go.
So we don't have a full-size blender that we keep on hand. So I have a immersion blender.
First pour over.
You know, I think we should put this in a bigger bowl.
I only said that about like 75 times.
We made more than I thought we were going to make. Thank you. All right, our chimichurri is ready. The steak is ready. I'm gonna pull it off. We're gonna let it rest for a few minutes, and then we're gonna get to slicing and eating. And
The best part.
The best part. All right, the meat has rested. It's time to slice it up. We're gonna slice it against the grain. Smells so good.
Okay, so for our first chimichurri sauce attempt, I think we did really well. It tastes really good. It does look a little bit runny, at least runnier than when we made it with Nate.
But I think we need more herbs, a little bit more cilantro, a little bit more
maybe less
parsley.
oil.
Yeah.
But anyways, it does taste
fantastic,
good.
so.
So I'm gonna cut mine, and you're gonna go in.
I'm just gonna grab a piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You nailed that.
That was so good. We did go heavy on the garlic, but it's fantastic.
And what you really want to make sure of is that you don't overcook flank steak. It's really, really easy to do. You just want to make sure that you've got it on a couple of minutes each side, searing it. It should be, like you said, like a medium rare.
Medium rare, yeah. Very
So
tasty.
this is absolutely delicious.
You just double dip.
Oh, I did.
You don't double dip the chip. On that note, thank you guys for watching our show and watching us learn how to make chimichurri for the very first time. And we will be making it again. Make sure you check out blackstoneproducts.com for all things Blackstone. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and click that bell to make sure you don't miss any of the videos from us and all the other fantastic cooks on the channel. And until next time, guys, this is Destination Delicious.
And we will see you down the road.
Did I just wave?
You made me wave. I'm like, are we waving now?